For my very first video, I decided to bring you to a place that's a perfect fusion of two aspects of my life, my growing up in South Florida and my journeys throughout Southern Africa. This is Koreshan State Historic Park. This was a commune in the 1880s where hundreds of people moved down, mostly from Chicago, to live in unity and peace and a state of equality. And they were very passionate about education and art and theater. And this is their planetary house where they had town hall meetings and other gatherings and sharings. And they actually were really passionate about science of a sort. They all believed that we lived on the inside of a sphere, and that the surface of the earth was the surface of the inside of the sphere, and that we were looking up towards the center of the universe. How cool is that? But they also collected a lot of beautiful, amazing plants and fruit trees from around the world, including this, which is why I brought you here. This is the African sausage tree, Kigelia africana, and it has these beautiful sausage fruits that dangle down pendulous. And here's one here, actually. Oh, in fact, here's a flower. Let me show you the flower. Isn't that beautiful? That is a lovely thing, and actually perfectly matches my shirt. How about that? And here, this is one of the sausages. Oh, goodness. They don't grow too small. Now, I was traveling in Zimbabwe, in Victoria Falls, and I was doing a fire performance at a backpackers there. And after the fire show, this guy comes up to me and he says, "Wow, nice fire show." And I'm like, "Thanks, Brew." And he's all jacked up and he's really strong and fit, and he's got like a 1-inch mohawk down his otherwise shaved head. And I ask him about what he does, and it turns out he's a pharmaceutical cosmetician. How about that? He makes cool creams and products using African plants, including Kigelia africana. And it turns out his father actually was the first Mzungu, white man, to study the properties and the extraction techniques of the African sausage tree. And I asked him, after sharing all about my medicines that I make, if he would teach me, how do you make the extraction from the sausage? And he did. He taught me, and he said, "I'll teach you, but don't tell anybody else." So that one's a trade secret. Then I learned something else. There's actually a magical spell that you can cast that will tie certain aspects of the male form to the sausage that's growing. So you start with a small baby sausage, and you cast the spell, and you energetically link yourself to the tree. And as the fruit grows, so do you. But the most important thing is that you pluck the fruit before it gets too big, because it can be too much of a good thing. And, that's not really a concern for me. I don't know how to cast the spell, but I think it's going to be alright just making skin cancer medicine with it from now.